Good noon, students. Today I am going to talk on Science uncovers the hidden secrets of world famous paintings. This extract is adapted from a report by US News and World Report. One has to thank to a partnership between EPSRC, Engineering and Physical Sciences Research Council, and the National Gallery for revealing the hidden secrets of some of the world's famous paintings. This report explores that how scientists have used modern research equipments to shed new light on the history behind those priceless works of art. Engineering and Physical Science Research Council EPSRC is the main UK government agency for funding research and training engineering and physical sciences, investing more than $850 million a year in a broad range of subjects from mathematics to material science and from information technology to structural engineering. EPSRC joined with Arts and Humanities Research Council AHRC Science and Heritage Program. The Science and Heritage Program aims to increase knowledge and the resilience of our cultural heritage, resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, heritage, which mean practices that are passed down the years from one generation to the next. In the face of 21st century challenges, it made us to face challenges in the 21st century. The support for young researchers. The National Gallery's Scientific Department was founded in 1934 and became the place for studying the materials and techniques of Western European paintings. When a painting is being closely studied or undergoing conservation treatment, conservation means they just protect paintings. Modern scientific methods are important aids. To protect painting, we need modern scientific equipments. These procedures are carried out in the gallery's scientific department, which contains lot of advanced equipments and to protect paintings for the future. Modern methods used for painstaking investigation, painstaking which mean scientific investigation such as infrared imaging, infrared which mean not visible to human eye. It's difficult to see object. It is difficult to see the object by human, but through this equipment, they could easily find it out. And then X radiographs image are useful for revealing changes that may have occurred at different stages in the development of painting. Then we have electron microscopy used in biomedical research to investigate the detailed structure of tissues, cells, and mass spectrometry. It's an analytical technique used for identifying the chemical compounds. EPSRC funded gas chromatography linked to mass spectrometry. In short, we say GCMS is a core technique used by specialists in the gallery's scientific department. Study the organic chemistry of old master paintings to understand how they were made and how they had changed over time. This technique is used to find problems in old master paintings. Is anybody plagiarized? Through this modern equipment, they will find it out. Through gas chromatography mass spectrometer GCMS technique analysis the sample paint in their painstaking scientific examinations in detail. They do scientific investigations. Scientists study the characterization and composition of paint blending media. Paint blending media, which mean drying oil such as linseed oil. Linseed oil is an oil extract from flax seeds used as a drying agent in paints. Walnut oil and poppy seed oil. It's made up of red petals. Resins. Resins is a sticky substance used in a painting for varnish. And the composition of old varnishes. Mixture of old varnishes, a liquid that is painted on a wood and that forms a hard, shining, transparent surface when it is dry. Through their scientific investigations, they have solved dispute over the authorship and authenticity, such as period copies, plagiarism, or modern forgeries, which mean the crime of illegally copying a paint and shed light on the original color balance of paintings. This let them solve mysteries such as that surround the Virgin and Child with an angel painting, which was originally inherent to the Renaissance painter Goldsmith Francis Francia in 1490. There was a doubt in authenticity of painting in 1954 when another version appeared on the market and years of uncertainty occurred. Finally, in 2009, after scientific examination and comparative testing, including GCMS, gas chromatography mass spectrometry testing, on the paint media and varnish, proved that the gallery's painting was a fake that was painted in the 19th century. According to this report, they said that the old one was true painting, which was done by Goldsmith Francesco Francia in 1419. The latest one in the 19th century is considered as the fake painting, according to this report. The painting was bought by Ludwig Mont as the work of the Renaissance painter Goldsmith Francesco Francia in 1893 and retained this belief until 1954. The painting Virgin and Child was bought by Ludwig Mont because it's the work of the Renaissance painter Goldsmith Francesco Francia in 1893. Another version of the composition appeared on the hot market in that year. Someone argued that this newly discovered work was Francia's original and that the National Gallery's picture was a copied work, or plagiarism or forgery. Plagiarism, the act of copying another person's idea. Forgery, the crime of illegally copying a painting of others. Technical evidence supported the argument as the painter had made every effort to make the painting look old, even painting cracks on the surface. After investigations in 1998 suggested that the painting was overpainted, in 2009 they had done scientific examination based on comparative study and found 19th century painting was a deliberate fake. Finally, they found that 19th century painting was a fake one. What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is copying another person's ideas, words, or writing and pretending what they are one's own work. They have stolen other person's idea and think that idea is their own. It can involve violating copyright laws. Plagiarism means steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own. It's a literary theft. You are stealing someone's idea. Use another's production without crediting the source. You are not giving crediting to the other person. Presenting other person's idea or product as new and original without giving credits to the original source where it comes from. In other words, plagiarism is an art of fraud. It involves both stealing someone else's work and lying about it afterward. Why should we be original? Plagiarism is an unlawful act performed by the students and even professionals, writers from all over the world. Nowadays, there are many simple ways to steal or copy someone's content. Why it is important to be original? It helps you to gain knowledge and improve one's creative power. If you write on your own, it will give you creativity power in writing skill. All of your assignments or projects would be approved if you haven't created them by stealing someone's content. If you're writing on your if you're writing your own assignments or doing your project, you'll be getting rewarded. Everybody praise you. You can live with a peace of mind and satisfied by creating the content without making any plagiarism. You will get peace of mind and satisfied. You'll get satisfaction. There won't be any need of buying plagiarism detection software to check your content's uniqueness. The original work demonstrates scholarly and academic integrity, which give you name and fame. Writing personally builds strong thinking ability. Thank you, students.